Okay, here is a quick video explaining SPSS. I hope you have IBM SPSS installed. This is version 22. I'm going to show you how to enter data onto SPSS and also find descriptive statistics, which would be the first step of statistical analysis. So SPSS sort of takes on a point and click approach. And when you start SPSS, you'd actually see two windows here. You can switch between data view and variable view. And if you want to analyze a particular variable, SPSS demands that you define the variable appropriately prior to inputting the data. So let's start with a simple case where I have mpg, miles per gallon, for a vehicle. When I type it in, you could see automatically it recognizes it as numeric with a width of 8 in decimals, 2 places. You can change any of these properties. For instance, you can click on that on the type column and change it to comma separated or scientific notation or a date or a currency and so forth. In that regard, SPSS is sort of similar to Excel, although there are differences between the two. The second variable that I'm going to define is, let's say, is the make. But I want to make sure that the make variable is not numeric, so I'm going to change it to string, which would make it a character. And you can also impose a character length. You could impose a maximum length of 10 or 16, but right now the default setting is 8. So you have that. So I have defined two variables, miles per gallon and make. After defining the variable, if I switch back to data view, I could see that the variables are defined automatically as column names, and over here it tells you visible of two variables. So two variables are initialized. Now I have to enter some data. So let's say vehicle 1 offers 30 miles per gallon. This might be a bit slow because I'm using it on Linux, and that is apparently a problem with IBM, SPSS and Linux. So the next one, let me enter 20. Meant to enter 20. The next one, let's say 40. The next one, let's say 50. The next one, 25. The next one, 23 miles per gallon. Switching over to the make, let's say this is model A of some brand. Let's just say Escort, Safari, Speedy, Mazzy. Just make up some name, and Cooper. These are not actual representation of those models. This is just a fake data. Cooper, and the last one, let's just say Murat. So here we have 6 observations for 6 makes of cars, and I've entered the miles per gallon and the make. And if you just want a quick descriptive statistic summary for the MPG variable, all we have to do is to go up to Analyze, select Descriptive Statistics, and here you have to select Descriptives, and you have to specify the variable. Now, SPSS detects automatically that there is only one numerical variable, so you can only get descriptive statistics, which are numerical summaries for quantitative information. Therefore, the make variable is excluded from the options dialog automatically. So all you have is the MPG variable. Let's insert that variable into the list, and if you want, you can click the options button and select all the variabilities that you or all the statistics that you'd like to have. The important ones are the mean, standard deviation, minimum, maximum. So that's what SPSS selects automatically by default. But you could also select the variance and the range if you want. Let's also throw in the sum just for the sake of it. And press continue. And it's taking some time to give the answer, so I forgot to press OK. So you have to press OK, and when you press OK, it automatically gives you a code segment. Now that is the code segment that ran using the data that was provided, and it tells you what statistics were requested by the user, and it summarizes the statistics. And it tells us the range was 30, the minimum was 20, the maximum is 50, the sum of all the values is 188, the mean is 31.33, the standard deviation is 11.518, and the variance, which is nothing but the square of the standard deviation. This is how you enter data onto SPSS, because there are lot of functionalities, and eventually I'll release more videos about other functionalities involved in using SPSS. Thank you for watching. Do try this example.